NGOs accuse Saudi government of infiltrating Wikipedia to control content. 2 NGOs, that means non-governmental organizations, like nonprofits, Democracy for the Arab World, known as DAWN, and CEMEX, have issued a joint statement accusing the Saudi government of infiltrating Wikipedia to control content about the country and apprehend those who contribute critical information about political prisoners. The statement says that the Saudi government infiltrated Wikipedia by recruiting the organization's highest-ranking administrators in the country, Osama Khalid and Ziad al-Sufyani, and that the 2 were arrested by Saudi authorities in September 2020 and sentenced to 32 and 8 years in prison, respectively. The NGOs claim that they have evidence of the Saudi government's infiltration from anonymous sources and the imprisoned administrators. Wikipedia parent company, Wikimedia, denied the allegations, claiming that infiltration by the Saudi government is, quote, unlikely to be the case. However, acknowledged that some users who, quote, may have been Saudi were among those who were banned from the website.
Wait, I don't understand. So they jailed 2 administrators? Like, how can you walk us through like exactly what happened?
Yeah. So I would like to preface this with saying that I personally do not know how I feel about the veracity of these claims. Because it can be tempting to be like, oh my God, the Saudis control everything. Especially because of what happened at Twitter. But personally...
Oh my God. Okay, that was good.
Sorry. But personally, I am not entirely convinced. I don't know. I don't know. So, but let's give a little bit more context. So one of these organizations that is making these allegations is CEMEX. It's a Lebanese-based organization based on working on human rights in like West Africa and the Levant. And then DAWN, the acronym, is actually the organization that was founded by Jamal Khashoggi. And so, you know, that lends it a bit more credibility. But I still have questions. So I will read you more information, and this is from DAWN itself. So let's see what they say. What are the claims that they're making? According to the sources with knowledge of the matter who spoke to DAWN and CEMEX, in September 2020, the Saudi government arrested 2 high-ranking Wikipedia administrators in Saudi Arabia, and on the same day charged them with swaying public opinion and violating public morals. The Specialized Criminal Court, the country's counterterrorism court, used to prosecute political detainees, sentenced them in the summer of 2020 to 5 and 8 years in the prison in Riyadh, respectively. Sources close to the case told DAWN that the government prosecuted them because they had contributed information deemed critical about the persecution of political activists in the country. The Specialized Criminal Court later increased their charges or their imprisonment sentence. Okay, let's go a little bit farther. Wikimedia appears to have acknowledged the infiltration and banned many of its editors in the country without providing any details. On December 6th, 2022, Wikimedia announced it had banned 16 users for quote-unquote conflict of interest editing following an internal investigation that had commenced in January 2022. Sources with knowledge of Wikimedia's operations revealed to DAWN and CEMEX that the ban was against 16 Saudi users, Wikimedia's highest-ranking editorial team in the region, following its discovery that they were serving as agents for the Saudi government to promote positive content about the government and delete content critical of the government, including information about political prisoners.
Okay, this is going to backfire because now a lot of people are going to go and check everything about Saudi Arabia to make sure that everything human rights related or is there. Or whatever they're thinking, like this obviously some people will eventually figure this out, and there will be now people that will now scrutinize every single page about Saudi Arabia. So this is going to, again, like what everything they do keeps backfiring on them. Like, I don't know if they're not very smart, huh? I'm talking about House of Saud, by the way. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Arab.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. It depends.
Mm.
Not always, you know. So let's give a timeline here. So in 2020, there were 2 Wikipedia administrators who were arrested and sentenced to decades in prison by the Saudis because they were, spreading information that was inconvenient for the government, according to them. Now, in 2022, we have a different group of people who 16 administrators were banned for having conflicts of interest, high-ranking administrators, because Wikipedia has like a ranking system for who can edit. And these organizations are saying that internal sources have told them that they were all Saudis who were being incentivized by the government to go about doing this. Now, Wikimedia is saying, okay, we did have this ban. There were people who were involved in conflicting things, and there was shady stuff going on, and they were banned because of that. And some of them may have been Saudi, but they're not confirming exactly what went on here. But according to Dawn and Semex, they're saying we know people who are behind the scenes, and they're telling us that this is what was going on.
Yeah. Again,
So
I
with
just
that
don't know
information,
okay.
that further context, what do you make of this?
I just still don't know what could they have possibly been thinking if this is all true. You know what I mean? It's just it just seems so stupid. But yeah, I mean, you're right to be skeptical. I do want to highlight this comment by Mariam saying, I will never understand how one family in the desert was able to make the world's sole superpower bend over and take it.
Sans lube.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious because they found lube. They found lube under their desert. That's why. A lot of it. Right? So right.
I think out of all the Christians I know, Mariam speaks the most explicitly, and I love it.
Oh, by the way, speaking about that, I'm having a discussion with the Bread of Life about explicit content on her channel.
Oh, nice. In English or Persian?
In English.
Nice.
So,
nice.
yeah. So, speaking about explicit content and Christians, yeah, check that. Subscribe to Rebecca's Bread of Life channel because she's going to convince me why porn is bad, apparently. And I will.
Oh, this is going to be juicy.
Yes, we'll see.
Oh, poor Rebecca. I love you, Rebecca. I'm so sorry for what Armin's about to do to you. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be upsetting. No, I'm kidding.
I am going to be nice. What are you talking about? That's not fair.
No, you are very nice. You're very nice.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
I know.
And Rebecca doesn't get phased.
No, she doesn't. She's very patient with me. She's like sometimes.
She's very patient with me.
Yeah. Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.